David, you've said we're in the midst of a third wave of computing. What exactly is that?
Well, I think we're in an amazing time where we're using computers to completely automate systems, automate the control and operation of systems, as opposed to just having computers be productivity tools that just aid human beings doing the same old tasks, or providing communication services as the internet and web browser and so on are providing. So it's really a transformative step.
And you've created a new technique called intent-based networking to help automate data centers and data management. How exactly does that work?
Well, it's something that's very simple. Intent says, tell me what you want, and I'll figure out how to do it. So, it's similar to the navigator in a car. You tell the navigator you want to go to grandma's house, and it tells you how to get there. And so what we're doing with data networks is you express the intent of how you want this network to operate, and our software automatically figures out how to configure all the switches and the links between the switches to accomplish your intent.
What benefits can businesses realize by using intent-based networking versus what they use today?
We have customers using this product from Apstra, where they've gone from taking 6 months to stand up a new cluster of servers in their data centers down to 1 day, if not a few hours. So it completely changes your ability to configure new networks, and this is critical for companies as they're addressing growing demand for applications. And certainly the ordinary person can relate to this when you hear about a new game that's gone from a few thousand users to a few million users in a matter of a few weeks. There has to be the networking capacity and server capacity behind that. And one of the most complicated tasks that's hidden from the public is basically setting up the networking to support that type of growth. So we've just completely changed the equation, I think, of what it costs and the agility to set up networks by taking it from manual task to an automated task.
David, there are a lot of emerging technologies out there. Are there any specific ones that you're focusing on that other people may not be paying attention to?
Let me mention one thing that has been my enthusiasm, which is sort of been initially deployed in the Apstra product, which is automatic root cause analysis. And if you pull that phrase apart, root cause analysis is trying to identify what is the real source of a problem. This is one of the most demanding aspects of operating a network. Is some component can have a problem, and sometimes it's a transient problem. That is, it comes and goes. It can be buried deep in your network, but the effect can show up at the high level of customers seeing poor response. And so the demand is to figure out what is this hidden component that's causing the problem, kind of like discovering you have a kidney stone, buried deep inside you. Well, it's the same thing with the data center network. So I've developed some technology which is identifying root causes automatically, and it involves collecting everything that's going on within a data center network, analyzing it very quickly in what we refer to as real time. That is, being able to come up with answers in a second or so, and point at what the problem is. And this technology, I think, is applicable in a variety of different contexts. And it goes beyond, what we have with machine learning, because the root causes and the symptoms are so hard to analyze from a statistical standpoint that it requires a whole different set of techniques.